Sadguru Nannagaru. My Guru is Jinnuru Sadguru Nannagaru, a realized spiritual master. He is not in body now. Sadguru Nannagaru is a disciple of Sadguru Ramana Maharshi. Sadguru Nannagaru guided and mentored lakhs of his devotees spread across globally on the Gnana Marga in the spiritual journey of one's life. He travelled various parts of India and abroad and delivered thousands of spiritual discourses which are inspiration to vast number of his devotees even today. Nannagaru's love for his devotees is indescribable. No amount of words can describe it. I am trying to convey Nannagaru's messages in the form of short episodes to the best of my knowledge and ability. This is episode number 9. Let us try to discuss some of the qualities expounded by Sri Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 12, verses 13 to 19. Nirahankara, it means free from ego. We all know that we have ego, but how to get rid of it is the question. Let us first understand how this ego is developed. Let us say when we have property, wealth, authority, power, academic excellence, beautiful skin or color, social, economic or financial status, what do? We brood over it again and again in the mind and develop a feeling that we are richer than others, more intelligent than others, more beautiful than others, superior to others. This feeling gives rise to ego in the mind. This ego is manifested in our speech. This ego is manifested in our actions. When there is an ego in the mind, ego in the speech, and ego in the actions, how does ego go from our lives? What to do? Let us say we have cold. What do? We let warmth to come in and cold recedes. Let us say we have confusion in the mind. What do? We get some clarity in the mind and the confusion disappears. Similarly, when we have ego, we must ensure that our speech and our actions are not egoistic. Then ego fades and disappears once and for all. Now, let us look into some other qualities enshrined in the chapter 12 of Bhagavad Gita. Equanimity of mind, both in sukham and dukkham, that is, in pleasure and pain. Yatatma, it means self-control. One should exercise self-control not only when one is sad, sulking and suffering, but also when one is excited, exhilarating and emotional. Drida Nisayaya, having firm determination. Gatavyataha, it means untroubled. It does not mean that there are no troubles. It means that there are troubles, but yet the person remains untroubled. Nasochati, does not grieve. It does not mean that there are not enough reasons to grieve, but it means that there are enough reasons for the person to grieve, but yet the person rises up to the situation with tremendous self-confidence, wisdom, determination and reasoning, and challenges the situation and proves successful. Stuti Ninda, it means that one is equipoised both when one is praised or when one is blamed for something or the other. Let us look into some examples where we can understand these qualities in a better perspective. Ahalya, Draupadi, Sita, Tara and Mandodari are called as Panchakanyalu, 5 virgins, though they are married. Ahalya, Draupadi, Sita, Tara and Mandodari Tata Panchakanya Smare Nityam Mahapataka Nashini. Sita is daughter of King Janaka, wife of King Sri Rama, and also daughter-in-law of King Dasaratha. She enjoyed royal pleasures and comforts. Problems and troubles have not spared even Sita. Sita slept on the floor in the forest. She was subjected to sorrow and suffering at Ravana's palace. She was left in the forest when she was pregnant. Sita raised her children, Love and Kush, in the ashram of sage Valmiki. Despite all her difficulties and problems, she remained steadfast in upholding dharma or righteousness. She was dedicated and loyal to Sri Rama. Sita had courage, wisdom and determination. Ahalya is the most beautiful woman during her times. She was created by Brahma himself. She is wife of sage Gautama and she knows the principles of dharma. She had wisdom and resilience. She was pure and pious. Draupadi is the daughter of Drupada, king of Panchala kingdom. Draupadi is the wife of 5 great warrior husbands Pandavas. She enjoyed the pleasures of Indraprastha, a beautiful city created by Mayasura. Draupadi in her previous birth prayed Lord Shiva for a husband with 5 desired qualities. It was a divine arrangement. That was the reason why she married all 5 Pandavas, each embodying the quality that she desired for in her previous birth. Draupadi was dragged, pulled by hair, and was put to shame in the royal court after a game of dice was over. Draupadi had her own troubles and problems. Draupadi had lost her father Drupada, twin brother Drishtadyumna, and all her 5 sons in the Kurukshetra war. Draupadi is remembered and revered even today because she upheld the dharma in the most trying situations. Draupadi is known for her courage, fearlessness, wisdom, and remained untroubled even though the troubles were mounted on her. Mandodari is a daughter of demon king Mayasura. She is known for her beauty, wisdom, and righteousness. She advised Ravana to follow the path of dharma and abandon his obsession with Sita. Tara is wife of Monkey King Wali. Tara is known for her unique qualities of wisdom, devotion, and diplomacy. She dissuaded her husband Wali from fighting with his brother Sugriva after she came to know that Sugriva had formed an alliance with Lord Sri Rama. After Wali's demise, Tara was grief stricken but yet balanced her emotion and ensured her son Angada is safe and protected. She displayed exemplary leadership skills. She had diplomatically handled potentially volatile situation and ensured the stability of Vanara kingdom. Tara is known for love, devotion, loyalty, wisdom, diplomacy, and leadership qualities. Before concluding this episode, let us understand what is it that we are learning from this episode. Pleasure and pain, praise and blame, favorable and unfavorable situations are all common in everyone's life. How do we react in those situations is all that matters. That will speak about who we are. When we are surrounded by problems and troubles, we should not sit sulking, suffering, and lamenting over it. Instead, we must rise up to the occasion, and while being righteous on one side, we must discharge our duties on the other side with the help of our knowledge, wisdom, self-confidence, fearlessness, and reasoning. In this Kali Yuga, if one does not have money, one can still survive. But if one does not have knowledge, wisdom, self-confidence, fearlessness, and reasoning, it will be slightly difficult for one to survive on the righteous path. Let us all develop these qualities if we don't have it. If we already have, let us nurture it, harness it, and master over it, and live fearlessly. Thank you, Sadguru Nannagaru.